Hi, it's Dr. Rogini. So today we're going to talk about 3 simple steps to master your life. The first step is acknowledgement of your emotions. Second step is acknowledgement of your moment. And third one is acknowledgement of your health. So all 3 of them are important for you to be able to go to next level of your life. If you do not acknowledge those moments, you're kind of in a denial process. You're ignoring your life, you're ignoring the moment, you're actually skipping without seeing the moment, what's happening right now. I know they call it spiritual bypassing. That's exactly what's happening. So for example, I'm just giving you a real life example before I will talk about the 3 steps. So if you have a loved one that you lost in your past, so instead of grieving and really acknowledging the feelings that you're going through of all the loss and the deep shadow side, which is very uncomfortable, obviously, it's very deep when you lose somebody. If you ignore those steps and just you're in denial and telling yourself, which most people do, yes, this person's on the other side, he or she is with me, I'm okay, everything's okay, and all these denial terms, you're not healing at the soul level. You're not healing at the deepest level, because that is the part of human evolution. We need to acknowledge the uncomfortable part of ourselves. If we do not acknowledge that uncomfortable part of ourselves, we are going to experience a lot of difficulties, a lot of challenges, and a lot of depletion within our energy field. But once we acknowledge that side of ourselves, we're able to move forward in life and able to expand our life and able to achieve our dreams of our life. Okay? So, and the reason why I wanted to do this video is most of the humans are running where the energy centers from top down are more active and below down are more closed off. So what happens when you're disconnected and you're numbing out life? Your energy doesn't ground down. It doesn't go down into your root and sacral chakra. And that can be very dangerous because you're basically numbing yourself out from feeling pain. But remember, pain is also so important part of human evolution. Without pain, pain is a sign that something is not right or something is there's a root cause. Let's find out the root causes, right? If you have back pain, let's find out what the root cause of your back pain is instead of taking a painkiller and numbing the whole pain. So it's very important for us to address the root cause and really acknowledge the moment, okay? So I have these 3 points that I want to share, 3 steps that really will help you to master your life and feel that energy back again, and you're able to do the things that you really want to do in a whole different level, because you're not feeling numbed out. You're going to feel energized from inside out instead of from outside in. So in terms of experiencing your emotions, so number 1 is acknowledging your emotions. So when you're acknowledging your emotions such as sadness, anger, frustration, you're not getting identified with emotion. You're not reacting with the emotion. For example, road rages, right? Most of them who experience road rage or go through a road rage, they are feeling angry or frustrated, and then they react, and you know what happens, they speed up, which can be very dangerous to everybody else who's around it. But when you're aware of your emotions and you're really conscious of it, you just tell yourself, right now I'm feeling angry. Right now I'm feeling sad. I'm feeling very frustrated. So when you're experiencing these emotions, you're not attached to it. At the same time, you're allowing the emotions to process through your body. When you're processing through the body, the energy, which is called, you can call it in so many different terms, prana or life force energy, starts to flow again. It needs to flow. It cannot be stuck in one part of our body. When it's stuck, that's when disease, illness, physical pain, or any form of degeneration or disability starts to kick in because of the stagnation, and we're controlling the energy from not moving down into the body. Okay? And so our emotions get identified based on our past, present, and future, depending on what the situation is. If there was an event that triggers certain emotions, this could be positive or negative emotion. It doesn't have to be only negative emotions, right? So the way we respond to these emotions has a big deal on our health, on our manifestation process, on everything else in terms of moving forward in life. So it's very important to acknowledge your emotions, and just acknowledging, because we're, as humans, we're not perfect. There's moments we will feel guilty. There's moments we feel jealous. There's moments we feel sad. All these emotions are true emotions that you're experiencing, as long you're not ignoring and denying and pushing away or reacting to those emotions. So most humans operate with these emotions unconsciously. Okay, so as I said, the reaction is unconscious reaction, but when you're aware, you're consciously responding, which is two different things. So reacting unconsciously, responding consciously. The minute you acknowledge, you release resistance in your body. So acknowledgement releases resistance. Okay, and that's your first step to mastery. Your second step to mastery of your life is acknowledgement of the moment, whatever the moment shows. So let's say in this moment you're single, you're looking for a partner, right? So you are, instead of you trying to find a partner, you're acknowledging the moment, the fact that you are single, and just tell yourself, I am single right now, and that's what the truth is. So the minute you surrender to that moment, your energy becomes relaxed, more resistance free, which opens the doors for opportunities. Okay? Yes, in certain manifestation courses, they teach you visualize the person that you want, but before you go that's one step ahead, you have to first acknowledge wherever you are at this moment. So for example, if you owe a lot of money to the bank, or to any companies or to people, just make sure you acknowledge that you owe money. The fact that at this moment, that's the truth. Because if you do not acknowledge that and trying to manifest wealth in different ways, you're creating resistance in the energy. So first acknowledge, release, move to the next step. So another example I like to use for acknowledgement is like if there was a huge deep hole and you fall into that hole, and deeply you cannot get out. You need help and support, right? But instead of acknowledging that part of it, this is just like an analogy, okay? Instead of acknowledging that part of it, you say to yourself, I'm going to try to get out of it. But all you're doing is depleting your resources and depleting your energy. So at the end, what will happen is you still have to surrender. So might as well surrender from the beginning, right? So the minute you surrender, what's going to happen is just say like, oh, I am in here right now. I'm in this big deep hole, right? And the minute you surrender, you're allowing again opportunities and support, all that stuff to come in, because you're not depleting your resources. You're not depleting your own energy. And this is just an analogy of this whole falling in a hole. But I mean, in terms of your energy, you want to make sure you're aware of your current moment. And try not to skip these steps. If you skip these steps, it's like saying, I can't wait until I get there, but not noticing where you are right now, here and now, and not feeling how amazing, or wherever that is this moment. Allow yourself to feel this moment, and the feeling comes back into the root center, which is your creative energy, your feminine energy, your anchoring energy, your grounding energy. Okay, so you have to ensure that you activate that part of it and not numb yourself out. And when we do not surrender, what will happen, it will take longer to manifest your desires. It just takes way longer. And this is why some people keep trying and trying and then they give up, because the way they're trying, they're jumping too far ahead instead of really recognizing wherever they are at this moment. And they're comparing themselves with where they are and where they want to be, and they feel like they haven't achieved in their life. They have not reached their destination. So acknowledge your physical health, okay? So when you start, this is number 3, so it's very important for you to acknowledge also your health at this moment. So let's say you're not in good shape, you have a present condition, or you have a broken limb, or some disability. First, you have to acknowledge that part of your health and just let yourself know, your brain, your body know, this is where I am right now. And the minute you say that, you release and you drop that resistance. And now you can put your new intention in terms of, I want to be fit, I want to eat healthy, I want to take care of my body, I want to see a chiropractor to align my body. But if you do not have acceptance wherever you are, you're trying to rush to heal. So I'm going to give you a really good example. When I see a lot of clients, I have all sorts of conditions, people come in with all sorts of health conditions, especially after surgery. Some people want to heal so fast. They want to heal in a week. But I will always remind them, allow yourself, first you have to acknowledge the fact you just had a surgery, okay? Allow your body to heal. Because if you're fighting constantly, it takes longer to heal. It takes longer to get back to yourself. So you have to acknowledge whatever health condition you're in. If you have a broken bone, yes, it can take 6, 7, 8 weeks to heal that broken bone. It depends on where it is and how bad the damage is. But just that acknowledgement will speed up and create miracles. That's how fast we can heal. So otherwise, it will take longer than the normal amount of time it takes supposed to heal. Okay, so acknowledgement is super important of your present moment, of whatever you are in at this moment. So for example, another example would be like a child that's crying who has a fever. You have to acknowledge the fact that, and you're busy, mom, probably taking care of other children and or busy with working from home, right? But at the moment, that is the truth. The child has a fever. You got to take care of that child. You're not going to ignore and say, I'll get back to this later. No, you're going to have to take care of this child right now. So same thing, you have to honor and be okay where you are in life before you want to do the next step. That's how you master your life. Because every level you get into, there's going to be new mastery, new skills you have to learn, new way of processing life. So you have to accept whichever level you get into. Just think about when you went into college or high school or university, you know how that is. You have to complete one step before you can go. Yes, there's people who skip grades, but you still have to complete. You still have to have the knowledge of the information in order for you to go to the next step. So same thing with for you to upgrade your life and to achieve your dreams, you have to surrender to the present moment. And also every level you get into will trigger new stuff, and it will trigger resistance in your body as well. So there's never going to be a perfect moment. It's the tools that you need to use to train your mind and train your body to be able to upgrade yourself consistently. Okay, so without the tools, without the knowledge and awareness, you're gonna keep trying working hard and putting so much effort which will hinder your progress and slow you down and cause more problems in your health as well, because now you're fighting. You're constantly in a fight or flight mode. Okay? Thank you for watching. I'll see you back on the next video.